If you've ever shot in the cold, you know how much of a battle it can be to adjust your scope on the fly, especially with gloves on. But here's the part that most people don't realize. It's not just the gloves. When temperatures drop, tolerances tighten, and the adjustments on your optic can become a lot tighter and a lot harder to adjust on the fly as well. So why does it matter? Because your scope isn't just a set it and forget it piece of equipment, especially when it comes to magnification, parallax. And when seconds matter, you need to be able to make those adjustments as quick as you can, as efficient as you can as well. The moment doesn't wait. Imagine being able to glass your prize buck and your magnification is entirely too high. Funny story, this was about 7 to 8 years ago. I was coyote hunting with a buddy. We were down in the bottom of a ravine and I had one crest over the top of the hill. While we were focused on him, we had another one flank us. I could not make the magnification adjustment on my scope fast enough to be able to get on him, so I had to let him go. You can also end up breaking position to try to perfect that shot. Imagine having everything lined up and you realize you need to make a quick magnification adjustment, so you break position, lose your sight picture to make that magnification adjustment. Now you got to find everything all over again. Another part of that is also settling when it comes to your magnification. Just because you hunt a specific area where it's 6 powers may be good enough, who's to say I don't need to turn it up on the fly to make sure that that deer that I see crossing in front of me is not my prize buck or just another random spike. For my competitive folks, also think about being able to change magnification dealing with target transitions from varying distances or varying sizes. Also consider inputs into the gun. Anytime that we make movements to the gun, we're adjusting and changing our sight picture on the fly, which is adding to the time and efficiency we're going to need to take that shot. All right, imagine the end of the season hunt where it's cold outside and we have both hands on in gloves or maybe hands in a pocket. The time that it's going to take to either take that glove off or get that hand out of that pocket to make that adjustment is taken away from the time we need for that shot. So what's the fix? We always suggest finding the right glove. That could mean a thinner glove, which allows for more dexterity, more flexibility, a way for our digits to be able to make those fine movements, whether it's adjusting magnification, manipulating our safety, or also staging our trigger. Imagine trying to take those shots with a thicker glove that won't allow that finger to get all the way in the trigger guard, getting to our 90 degree like we want, or not being able to free our thumb up enough and have enough adjustment to rotate all the way around. We have those problems whenever we have our thicker gloves, our thin slit, end of the year, waterproof style gloves. Some of the fixes we've created have been maybe pairing a thinner glove with electronic or the chemical shaker style hand warmers, but do those work all the time? It also builds into our training aspect. Not just buying those gloves because they feel good in the store, but actually taking them to the range, practicing with them on that gun. It may not be necessarily at the range. You could also do this on a dry fire. Can I totally manipulate that firearm safely with those gloves on? Another fix that we can add to our platform can also be a throw lever, which is just adding leverage and a little bit of ease of use when it comes to adjusting magnification. Or we can also use a parallax wheel. That'll help us make those focus adjustments on the fly when it comes to varying distance shots. So what am I using? I'm using the MK Machining Rev 5. What this is, it not only does it add leverage to that throw lever to be able to make those adjustments on the fly, I'm also adding texture to the top of the throw lever, so when I grab it, it also grabs me. Right? My hand, my thumb and index finger won't slip off in the process. This is not a universal throw lever. It's not. It's made specifically for this optic, as I believe most throw levers should be, right? Especially when it comes to tolerances. We don't want one that'll slip off when we need it the most. Also thinking about material, right? This is made out of nylon 11 as opposed to some throw levers, which can also be made out of some metal material. Could be aluminum, could be some sort of billet. Thinking about snag hazards. Imagine dropping your gun or something happening to your gun. I'd rather break the throw lever than break the optic. In total, when it comes to conditions where we feel like we need to protect our hands, whether it's cold outside or we're dealing with some type of nasty condition, it's nice to be able to have products that aid in our efficiency in the field. Whether it's a throw lever, whether it's a parallax wheel. It's nice to be able to have these things on hand so those shots are less stressful and we can be more confident in our end performance.